In my opinion about the lecturers in Universitas BSI, they are very dedicated, kind, and professional in their work. As a new student, I was nervous at first about studying in a new environment, but the lecturers made the transition much easier. They are friendly and patient, and they always try to make sure that every student understands the material. Their way of teaching is not only clear but also motivating, which helps new students like me feel more confident and comfortable. The lecturers at Universitas BLC also encourage students to be active during class. They invite us to ask questions, share opinion, and participate in discussion. This approach helps us learn how to think critically and communicate better. I really appreciate how the lecturers treat students with respect and give us the chance to grow both academically and personally. For me, that's something very valuable. Another thing I admire is their dedication and creativity in teaching. Even when the topics are difficult, they try to make lesson interesting by using real life example, stories, and sometimes even humor. This makes learning more enjoyable and easier to understand. Some lecturers also give advice about how to face challenge in university life, which really helps freshmen like me adapt and stay motivated. Of course, as a new student, I still have many things to learn and experience. But I believe that with the guidance and support of the lecturers at Universitas BSI, studying here will be a great journey. They not only share knowledge but also inspire us to become responsible, confident, and successful individuals. In my opinion, the lecturers at Universitas BSI are not just teachers. They are mentors who guide us toward a better future.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Haikal Kurniatmaji. I'm from Informatics System. Today I will talk my opinion about Indonesian news president Prabowo Subianto. His journey to the presidency was very long, but he won with a high number of votes. He is a very popular leader now. A key reason for his big win is his connection to the previous president Jokowi, whose son is his vice president. So Prabowo starts with strong support, but also many challenges. Let's start with the God's knows and his big promise. Prabowo's number one promise is the free lunch and meal program for all students. This is a massive project. It is meant to help our families and make sure children are healthier. This promise made many people vote for him. He also promised that Indonesia will be strong and respected globally. He wants to modernize the military and protect Indonesian interests. Many people see him as a strong and decisive leader. But there are big worries we must talk about. The first is about money. The free lunch program is extremely expensive. The questions, can Indonesians pay for this every year? This cost worries many people about country economic future and debt. The second worry is about democracy. Some people fear that power is becoming too concentrated around one group. They worry that different political voices are not being heard or respected now. His past as a military general also brings up old questions about human rights. These questions are important for the health of Indonesian democracy. Prabowo is a very complex leader. He is great support and his goals to help the poor are clear. But his biggest test will be balancing his big, expensive social promise with the needs for a healthy economy and a strong, fair democracy. His success will depend on how well he manages both the needs of the poor and the rules of the country. It is crucial time for Indonesia's future.
Hello, this time I will give my opinion about Indonesia versus Bahrain. Cross the win, bro. Oh my god. Win secured the 3 vital points in Jakarta, Indonesia 1 and Bahrain 0. It was narrow victory, but believe me, it was one of the most meaningful, demonstrating the new mentality of our national team. Let's dissect why this result is so special. Let's start with the game-changing moment. Ole Romani's goal in the 24th minute. Yes, Romani may have only been here for a short time, but he showed the instinct of a true striker, a brilliant pass, a compact finish, and boom, the brain goal was shattered. This goal was just a goal. It was the result of high pressing and new chemistry starting to develop in attack. Romani proved who is the man we needed. But guys, honestly, the real star of the match is our army. Our Garuda wall is truly standing strong. Martin Pace. He's he's not just a goalkeeper. He is a very calm and solid last line of defense. Several crucial saves ensure a clean sheet, and a look at the trio in front of him: Riscardo, Yaiz, and Justin Hubner. They do that relentlessly, closing down shooting space and reading Bahrain's play brilliantly. This was a victory. Irna stroke grading. We didn't win by a big score, but we won with tactical discipline and a willingness to fight until the final whistle. Was a college champion mentality, securing a result even if it meant bloodshed, tactical. Coach Patrick Clifford clearly success in implementing a solid system. We know Bahrain is a physically strong team with a quick transition. However, our midfield work hard. Ivergener and Tom Hay dominate the tempo in several stages, and most importantly, we didn't panic when attacked. This victory is a clear evidence of the national team's long-term progress. We really need not only on individual skill but also on a will stroke out strategy. So, what do this 1-0 victory mean? These are three golden points that pave the way for us to advance to the next round of World Cup qualifier. It sends a clear message to Asia. Indonesia is different. We have combination of talented local player and naturalized player will bring urban experience and quality. The future of the Indonesian national team is bright, but the fight is not over yet. We must maintain this momentum. Congratulations to the Indonesian national team, and let's continue to support the strength. Thank you.
In my opinion about Indonesia versus Bahrain, the match between Indonesia and Bahrain was part of the third round of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification. AFC zone for Indonesia, a win or even good result was extremely important as it opened the door to qualifying for the World Cup, or at least reaching the playoff stage. The 1-0 victory over Bahrain in Jakarta boosted their hopes and confidence from Bahrain perspective. Although they have a more stable tradition in Asian football, losing points against a team like Indonesia was a major setback in a highly competitive group. Indonesia showed stronger character and mentality, taking advantage of small opportunities and winning a crucial match. The home advantage with strong fan support, stadium familiarity, and high motivation also played a key role. The coach and player proved that with consistent tactic and good execution, Indonesia can compete with historical stronger team. However, Indonesia must maintain consistency in the upcoming matches as the group is very tight and every point matters. There were also some controversies and non-technical factors affecting the result, such as referee decision, which drew attention from international media. For Bahrain, the defeat showed that even a team considered superior can be affected by pressure, mistakes, or the opponent's home advantage. This victory can serve as great momentum for Indonesia growth, improving confidence, experience, and international reputation. But it must be followed by hard work, preparation, and mental strength to sustain success overall. This match was not a just football game, but a symbol of opportunity, challenge, and growth for Indonesia. It proved that with preparation and a winning mentality, they can compete on the Asian stage. For Bahrain, it was a reminder the reputation alone is not enough without real performance on field. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nadezka Salvari. And have you ever been annoyed by people smoking around campus? Honestly, I can stay quiet about this. My opinion is simple. Your university should be completely smoke-free. The is just about big politics. It's about health and respect. A campus is a place to learn and grow, not a giant story. So why I'm so passionate about this is, let me tell you, the health issue, secondhand smoke is real. First and most important point, secondhand smoke, when someone smokes in a uh, crowded area, the they're basically forcing everyone else to inhale poison. Imagine your classmate with asthma or a professor how sensitive to smoke, having to walk uh, to, through a cloud of it just to get to class. The unfair and unfelicity, everyone has the right to breathe the clean air, and a campus should be a safe zone for that. So, so, so please and don't call the personal freedom, because freedom ends where it starts to harm other. Period. Uh, the 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 three lock and bad vibes. Next, let's talk about how it ruins the campus and environment. Uh, locks are right. looks around, cigarette butts everywhere in the cranes, under basics, near the main entrance. There is supposed to be a place of higher audience, not a bare patient. And the five, you try to study it or just relax, and suddenly you get hit with a puff of smoke. Totally clear and the mood right. A campus should support focus and well-being, not discomfort, discomfort and little. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Prezida Friansha. This time I will present material of adverbs of frequency. Definition of adverbs of frequency. What is an adverb of frequency? An adverb of frequency is a word used to indicate how often an activity or event occurs. This adverb answers the question how often. In addition, this adverb is often used in sentence to provide further information about the frequency of an action. Types of adverb of frequency. Definite adverb of frequency. Frequency refers to a specific pattern in which an event occurs regularly and can be measured precisely in a specific number. Indefinite adverbs of frequency. Indefinite adverb of frequency give a general idea of how often an action occurs without specifying a specific time. Definite adverbs of frequency. Some adverbs commonly used with this adverb include 1. Every. Definite frequency uses the word every to indicate a regular pattern and that occurs at fixed intervals. Examples include every day, every week, every month, and every year. The word every must be followed by a specific unit of time to indicate an event that occurs periodically and regularly. Number 2. Frequency of number. Next, you can use adverbs of frequency such as once, twice, 3 times, and so on. This word provides specific information about how many times an event occurs in a certain period of time. For example, once a week means that the event occurs once a week. Number 3. Specific time frequency. To explain more specific frequency on a regular basis, there are adverbs of frequency such as hourly for even hour, every hour, daily for every day, weekly for every week, monthly for every month, and yearly or annually for every year that you can use. For example, hourly describes an event that occurs every hour, while monthly indicates an event that occurs every month. Indefinite of adverbs of frequency. Generally, this type of frequency description can be estimated through percentage divided into 5 categories, namely 1. 100%. Adverbs in this category indicate an activity that is performed every time without exception. The time expression include always, every time, and constantly. 16% to 70%. If there is an action or activity that occurs most of the time but not always, use the adverbs actually, often, normally, frequently, and regularly. Number 3. 50%. Well, to describe activities that only occur about 50% of the time. Example of adverbs that can be used include sometimes, occasionally, seldom, and infrequently. 10% to 20%. Next, there are adverbs that can help you convey activity that happen very often or even almost never. Example of these adverbs are rarely and hardly ever. Number 5. 0%. Adverbs in this category indicate event that never happened at all. Example include never and not once. Formula for adverbs of frequency. 1. Adverbs of frequency for verbal sentence. In sentence with a verb, the adverb of frequency is placed before the main verb. Formula: subject plus adverb of frequency plus verb. Example: she always eats breakfast at 7 a.m. They often go to the park on weekends. Number 2. Adverb of frequency in nominal sentence. A nominal sentence is a sentence that used to be for or I'm is are we are was were. In this pattern, the adverb of frequency is placed after to be to indicate the frequency of the subject's condition or state. Formula: subject plus to be plus adverb of frequency. Example: he is always on time. They are usually happy to help. Number 3. Adverb of frequency for emphasis. For emphasis, adverb of frequency can be placed at the beginning of a sentence before the subject to highlight how often someone performs an action. Formula: adverb of frequency plus subject plus verb plus predicate, or subject plus verb plus predicate plus adverb of frequency. Example sentence: always Alpi comes late to the office. Rara met her boyfriend once. 4. Adverb of frequency in interrogative sentence. To form interrogative sentence, we usually use how often, followed by auxiliary verb do, does, did, the subject, and the main verb. Example sentence: how often do you visit your grandparents? You can also use simpler direct question. The formula is auxiliary verb plus subject plus adverb of frequency plus verb plus predicate plus act. Example sentence: do you often come here? 5. Adverbs of frequency with modal verbs and auxiliary verbs. When using modal verbs, can, could, will, would, should, must, or auxiliary verbs have, has, am, is, are, was, were. Adverbs of frequency are placed after the modal or auxiliary verb and before the main verb to indicate the frequency of the action. Formula: subject plus modal verb plus adverb of frequency plus main verb. Example sentence: he can always find a solution to the problem. They have never been to Paris. As with modal verbs, when using auxiliary verbs, adverb of frequency are placed between the auxiliary verb and the main verb to indicate how often the action is performed. Formula: subject plus auxiliary verb plus adverb of frequency main verb plus main verb. Example sentence: I have never visited Dubai. She has always enjoyed reading books. Example of adverb of frequency. Based on the previous explanation, we can summarize that example of adverb of frequency include the following of words. Definite adverb of frequency: daily, weekly, monthly, annually, hourly, once a week, twice a month, 3 times a year, and every day, every other day. Indefinite adverb of frequency: always, usually, frequently, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, rarely, hardly, never, and never. Example sentence with adverbs of frequency. Definite adverb of frequency: I visit my grandparents weekly. She checks her email daily. They meet for lunch once a week. We go on vacation annually. The bus arrives every hour. Indefinite adverb of frequency: she always arrives on time. We usually have dinner at 7 p.m. They frequently travel abroad. He often goes to the gym. I sometimes read before bed. Thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.